today we're going to rebuild a Specialized Allez, and where I have all the parts, and it's going to be a fun episode today. Anyways, it's going to be a great day putting this bike together. It actually, I looked at the price of this type of bike, and it's over $1,000, and I've only bought a few of these parts, so we're looking at $250 or $260 that I've spent. So in the long run, that's actually a really good savings, instead of me going out and buying a bike used like this. This is a racing comp bike. It's really light frame. It's really a beautiful bike. So I hope you enjoyed watching me put this bike together and restoring it back to the way it once was when it was racing. Blemish, Specialized. I removed everything that it came with the crank, and I removed everything. I want to put new grease in there. And you know, there's a little bit of marks here and there. Designed in California. Specialized. Got a nice aluminum fork, direct drive. Got some aero bars. I took this off another bike. So these are going to work real good. This is the original seat post, nice and light. But I couldn't find that bottom part online, so I bought a new one. Heavy, but it works. It'll fit really nice. It's pretty. I like the black tape on there. I don't know why. Got some cables. Cable housing for the cable. Got some brake pads. And these are old retro type brake pads. I really couldn't, I saw them and I was like, I gotta have these. And they're gonna look good on this bike, especially with my grips. But they were new, they're just old. And this was new. I didn't have to pay for these because I've already had them in stock. Here's my little shifters. It says they're Dura Ace, and I don't know why they come with two different types of nuts on there. Somebody must have lost one, but I bought these online, and they're going to work out really good. I kind of like the way they look. Got a new chain. I didn't have to buy it because I had it already in stock. I took this off of a Murray bike, which I was actually recycling. It doesn't fit perfectly on the frame, but it will work. So I got that. Bought these online for $40. They're aluminum. They're nice and light, and they went on a bike pitch similar to this one. It's a Shimano RX 100. So these look really good. And when I saw the price, I was like, I gotta have them. So I shined them up. I took some of the rust off, brushed them off with these pads. It's gonna look really cool. So I'm excited to put those on. This is my front derailleur. It came off another older bike. It's a Shimano. I know it's ugly, but it will work. It's gonna work good. So this is a 7-speed. It could be an 8-speed too, but I decided not to get the 8-speed. 7 is what the shifters are rated for, so I got a 7-speed rear cluster. Can't wait to test it out. This is a mountain bike rear derailleur. It's brand new, came out of a box, but again, I had it in stock, so I didn't have to buy it. It's a SRAM X3, and I'm going to put it on a bike. It may look a little weird. If it's too weird, I'm going to remove it and put a different one on. But I like the size. I like the way it felt, so I'm going to use it. These are the brake levers. They're Shimano also. I like the way they looked. They were real cheap, and the price was good. I believe they were $11. So, for both of them, I thought that was a really good deal. My quick releases, they're steel, of course. My nice Seki handlebars, which came with the frame, which is great. It says anatomic bend Modelo. Anyways, it did have some tape on it, and I sanded this down so it's pretty smooth. The glue is not going to affect my grip. You're not going to be able to feel that at all. This is my bottom bracket. I took the one out because the other side I couldn't get out, so I only took the one side off, and at least I could re-grease it properly and then fit it back in the bottom bracket. And it was all filthy, it was dry, but you know, with a little bit of paper towel and WD, things can work out really well. I didn't see any rust. We like the way they feel, even though this is steel. I don't think they make them in aluminum. And if they do, don't know of it. But I like the shaft, the way it feels. The Shimano 105 crank. It's very light. It's nice. Got a good feel to it. I didn't see any teeth missing, so that's gonna work out really good on this bike. The pedals are mountain bike pedals, but I like this because I wear running shoes when I bicycle. So we got reflectors. And they're not too heavy. They are, I don't know, it feels like cast aluminum. So I like those the way they look. The bike seat came off a mountain bike too. So again, these were just pieces I had laying around. Also had this laying around. This is a cork from my handlebar, and that's going to look real nice on there. With my brake pads, it's going to look pretty cool, pretty nifty. I'll show you my rims. They're really, they're not bad, but they're old, and I kind of like that, having old rims on an old bike. Yeah, it works out really well. But I'm not going to put tires, normal tires and tubes in there. I have a product that I had bought. You'll see. Now, it's called the Tannus tire. And it's a solid tire. It's really pretty nifty stuff. Really neat. I like the way it feels. It feels like a real tire. So, I've installed one of these already because I bought 2 tires for this bike. And you can see the color matches really good with the color of the frame. I mean, it's like, whoo, really cool. So they're not hard to put on. The hardest part I found out, and here's my wheel. The hardest part I found out is to put it on the rim itself. I struggled trying to, because every time I'd have it almost on the rim, it would pop off in another area. And I kept doing that until finally it actually stretched and went on. So it's really pretty smooth, pretty nice. I like the way this feels. It feels really light. It's not heavy at all. It's quite light. Okay, so I have a scale. If we can weigh the tire. I don't know what it comes out to. Looks like 12.9 or 13 ounces. That's not bad for a tire. I did have to cut down the inside because it wasn't going in the rim right. I have a really narrow area, 13 millimeters. So I had to trim this, kind of bevel it down, and I took this much off. So let's scale it and see how much I took off. 0.6 of an ounce, not even an ounce worth of material. You're also supposed to take off the rim strip, and it probably doesn't even weigh an ounce either. 0.2 of an ounce, it barely even registers. So they say to take it off. And this is fabric. It's not rubberized, which will give you more weight. So this is like nothing. Anyways, this is not much, barely an ounce, but I had to trim it off my tire. All right, first thing I want to do is put on the front fork. Wow. We'll go ahead and put this on. Should be pretty simple to do this. Got the grease, got my wrench. Not sure where that goes. I'm gonna grease this up, and I'm gonna grease the bottom. I'm gonna grease the bottom in there, and I'm gonna put it up, and then I'll show you how I continue from there. Instead of, it's gonna be real boring if you watch me do this. Next is going to be the bottom bracket, and I've already greased this, and then I'm going to re-grease that. I also put some grease in that hole on this side since I couldn't take that part off, and then I have to put a little, actually this is where this part goes here. Got to have a tool like this. Gets right in there. Then it turns. Let me get it in there. So I'm going to install this, and just so everyone knows, I've been putting oil on the threads in case you ever need to get the parts back off. So all the threaded areas I've been putting oil on. So the threads that are on the headset and the bottom bracket, I put a little bit of oil just to keep corrosion out, help it slide on easy. So we're going to install this next. It's pretty nice. It's got a firm look to it. It just slides on like this. And then the other one. Feels pretty nice. Smooth. Very smooth. And remember, when I got this frame, this was dry. It was just, it looked like axle grease. It was all yellowish looking. So this was pretty disgusting. This was dry. The headset was dry. The axles, I redid the axles on the wheels. I repacked them with grease, and they were used, so they had a little bit of grease left in them. So they're not, I didn't have to worry too much about that. Dust caps. Gonna put that on there. Okay, need a little tool like this. It's got the ratchet on this side, and I can run a wrench on it. Gonna put these brakes on. Got the rear and the front. So I'm not gonna put the cables in yet. After I do these, I'm gonna go ahead and put the handlebar on right here. And I've already took a lot of the rust off of these. So the back one, and then the front looks pretty nice. It's nice and smooth. It'll go in like that. Okay, I'm gonna tighten them down. Okay, bike handlebar. Slides in nicely. And I will bolt that down. I turned the bike frame around because I'll be working on the chain and the derailleur. But it's looking pretty slick. I like the brakes. Nice, smooth. Here's that dent right here. You can barely even notice it. But it's there. Actually, I did notice it. So I'm going to go ahead and screw this down. And bike is coming together nicely. I'm going to go ahead and install the brake pads and the brake levers. I'm going to do this off camera, obviously, because I'm here by myself and I don't have anyone to hold the camera for me. So next thing you'll see is these are going to be right on there, and I will show that soon. Okay, we got two of these odd looking brake pads. Got the brake levers. And on this nice aluminum handlebar. Very, very light, very nice. I like it a lot. It's got a good aerodynamic look to it. Even the handle here looks like it's made for, like, because of the way it's shaped. And then obviously here and up on top. It's looking slick for 260 bucks. Yeah, not bad. Good catch. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and install the rear derailleur. It's kind of big. It's a mountain bike derailleur, but it's light, and I think it'll work out really good. And then I also have the front derailleur. It's an oldie, steel. I don't think there's any aluminum on this at all. I think it's all steel. But I did take some of the rust off, and I lubricated the joints, so it should work out really good. So let me put those on. Okay. Gonna go ahead and put the shifters on. I still don't understand why they did that, but they should go on real nice. So I'm gonna put this on the bike, and then I'm gonna put the seat on the seat tube, and then stick it on the bike. And here's the old seat. It's not a bad seat. It just you know, I got it off another bike, one that I trashed. And same with this part here. And I'm gonna have to put this on too. It's for the derailleur cable. So give me a couple of minutes and I'll put these items on and we'll see how it looks. Okay, we got the I put the seat on. I think the tape is there. Whoever had the seat post had a marking. I'll leave it there for now. I'm not gonna adjust it because I'm not really sitting on it right now, so I don't know what my height's gonna be. Anyways, the derailleur, I put the water bottle bracket on, so that's on. I put the shifters on. They feel real nice. I don't think I tightened this side. They look good. Handlebars look good. I still like that feel. I can't wait to ride this. It's gonna be a great ride, especially since I never have to worry about flats. I'm gonna go ahead and put the 2 pedals on. It's probably earlier than I should do it. They might get in the way, but I'm going to do it anyways. And you need a pedal wrench to put them on with. So let me do that. And I also don't know about putting that on yet. So let's get the pedals on. Alright, so before I put my grip strips on, I need to put the brake cables in because the brake cable is going to be lined along the inside and then down. So I'm going to go ahead and put the housing. I'm going to cut the housing, which is down there on the floor, and I'm going to stick it in and then connect it to the brake. So let's do it. Okay, now you see I put the cable inside, and you can see in here, yeah, you can't really see it in there, but it can, the cable connects inside, and then the hose connects in here, and I'm going to run it underneath the handlebar, and it's going to come down into the brake. So I'm going to continue putting on the other, first I'm going to do the rest of this and make it look good, and then show everybody what it looks like, and then I will do the rear brake. Okay, I've installed the brake cables and the handle grip, the tape. It's looks kind of strange because I double wrapped it in a way. It's thicker, and you can actually feel the sponginess in the cork. It's pretty nice. This side too. It's real nice and thick. You can see where it's been routed inside. It comes down, the front brake comes down, and the rear brake goes to the back, which I haven't connected yet, still here. Okay, I'm going to build this wheel. It does not have the tire on it, and when I do put that Tannus tire on, I want to remove the strapping in there. That's what they suggest. So I remove that. I got the 7-speed hub, 7-speed cluster. Should fall right in there. So it goes down. There it goes. And it, then we got the little nut. Same thing, we have to find the little spot. And you need one of these. Goes right in there. Also, I have my quick release. So I'm going to do the same with the front. Alright, so I'm going to run the cable for the gears. I have two of them. This one's shorter, so this will be for the front, and this is a longer one. Yeah, that's a nice looking bike. I stuck the front wheel on because I had the tire already mounted, and it didn't need anything else. So I just put the quick release on there and put it on, and it spins great, and the brakes stops it. Direct drive Specialized. It's been a long time since I've owned a Specialized bicycle. I had a Hard Rock. Yeah, I didn't really like it that well, so I sold it. But this one I'm not going to sell. This one's a good one. I like it a lot. I like the feel of it. I like the look, the light. It's really light. The color. I know I call this video a restoration. It's kind of a rebuilt. I mean, all I got was a frame and handlebars and a crank. That's all that this bike came with. So I didn't want to ruin the paint job. I like the way it is. This is original. I think it needs to stay original. So that's what it is. It's original. All right, I'm gonna get the cables put on, and we'll see what we go from there. Oh, and also I wanted to put the tire on the rear, and that's gonna take me a while. But you can also look up videos for putting on Tannus tires. I don't want to take up all this video time on just putting on a tire. Okay, so I installed the rear derailleur and the front derailleur. Cables come up here. I got little ends that I'm going to stick on the end of these cables so they don't hurt anybody, especially the rider. Very short cable. I didn't know it was going to be so short back here. Maybe because it's the mountain bike style. But it works pretty good. I like it. It's smooth. It's very easy to pull on it. It's just really nice. And then the front derailleur comes up real quick and back. Alright, so I forgot about the chain. Ew, kitty cat. So got the wheel put together, and I tell you, it was a challenge. But it looks good on there. I got every little bit in there that was supposed to. Those little pieces that go on the wheel. Anyways, it looks good. It spins good. It looks trued. So all I have to do is put the chain on, and I can go for a ride. Well, I have to adjust the gears. Got my adjusters right here, and I'm ready. It feels real nice though. So far, I haven't taken it off the rack. And I want to jump on it and ride it. Let me show you the chain. I didn't know it came with a little master link. I didn't know they came with that. I was going to use this tool. Oh well. Guess I'll stick the chain on and get this thing going. One more thing to add to it is some water for the ride. Actually, I'm just going to ride empty because I don't want to take it for a long ride. So I'll show you the bike. It's looking pretty good. I actually like it. It's amazing. I did it and I started this morning at 8. Finished up not even 2 o'clock yet. So take a look at this. It's a magnificent piece of machinery. I believe this goes right there. So I checked out all the brakes, and I adjusted the derailleurs, and it seems to be working. All the gears go through really well. So one last thing we got to do is just take it for a ride. So we need to just go out there and go for the ride, I guess. See you outside. All right, so we're outside. It's a beautiful day today. And there's the bike, and we're gonna go for a little ride here. It looks really cool sitting there. I mean, I like the way the silver tires look against the silver bike. It's really, I like it a lot. It's really cool. It actually feels bright out here, even though the sun's not shining on me. I don't know why, but it's the tires felt a little stiff when I brought it out. But I think that's gonna kind of soften up a bit as you ride. I think they said it feels hard, then it gets soft, then it gets hard, something like that. But I don't have to worry about bringing a pump with me. All right, so it's time to go for a ride with this beast. But before we go, we got to make sure we're safe. Okay, so I have some helmets down here, and this one's a retro. This one's my newest one. I had this given to me as a gift, which I like a lot. It's got that little sun visor. And then this one right here was one of my favorite, but unfortunately I left it on the car, and I went driving down the road and it fell off, and then I went looking for it and it was in 8 pieces. So I glued it back together. It still works good. It's nice and light. That's why I like it. It's one of my favorite. So gotta be safe. Number one, gotta be safe. And I think I'll use this one. Got my helmet, got the gloves, all right, and we got this bike, and I'm gonna take this bike for a good little ride here, test it out. It's the Allez Specialized. Come on with me. All right, let's go for that ride. Yeah, it's smooth. Not too bad. Still a little hard. Yeah, these, you can hear it. Thump, 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 thump. Oh. Hopefully it'll soften up a bit. Turns good. All right. Alright, that was a good little ride. Bike ride's great. I like it. It's got good firm tires, maybe too firm, but it's a great bike. It's light. The Tannus tires are still really hard. I'm hoping I can get them lighter or a little softer. It's really hard, but it's got a good firm feel. Great ride. I love the color. I love the color of the wheels, tires. The stem, I put a little piece of chrome tape over the stem hole so dirt doesn't go in there and make things messy. So it's real nice. It's got a good firm feel.
Riding through the avenue, gotta let them know them I'll be back when I'm back in the Maybach, trunk full of stacks, candy paint all black, kicks on my whip all chrome, sitting real low, riding through the avenue, gotta let them know them I'll be back when I'm back in the Maybach, trunk full of stacks, candy paint all black. 24/7, 365. Waited too long, now is my shine. I'm stunning when I'm running in the limelight. You steady running your mouth, cause I rhyme tight.
1,
really had an interesting time watching this bike become reality. It is pretty good. I'm really impressed with it. I like it a lot. I have 12 other bikes at the house here. A lot of them are just rustic old things. I don't have any new bikes. Kind of don't want any new bikes. I like the old, you know, kind of like me, old. But it's an Allez comp. It's feels real good riding out there. Even that crappy old seat feels pretty good. Tires again feel a little bit hard, but I think it's going to soften up a little bit. They're rated at 105 pounds, so. But I don't even know why I have quick release on this thing, because I'll never change my tires, at least as far as I live. All right, watch another video. I have plenty more adventures out there.
Over here, I'm waiting for you, shake it for you on the dance floor.